So if you like what you just saw, just keep on watching. It's like a really simple DIY little art and craft thing for your like backdrop on your wall. As you can see, and it all goes all the way to the floor from the top to bottom. And yeah, so if you really like it, or you can like use any kind of paper, it's simple when you have free time. It does take a little bit of time to fold each and every one, but it's worth it. It's so beautiful. And yeah, so keep on watching. Alright, so this is what you need: some hot glue, glue sticks, ruler, 2 colors of paper, or even 3, and a mechanical pencil, and a high temperature hot glue gun, and some glue sticks. Okay, so first off, we're going to have to try to make this accordion style kind of paper. So this ruler is basically 1 inch thick, and what you're going to do is I guess measure across the piece of paper on the long sideways until you reach the end, and you basically keep doing this. And there's gonna be like a ½ inch left, and you're gonna cut it at the end. So right now you're just gonna fold them like back and forth. I think everyone knows how to do this, but if not, you just fold it one way and then you flip it over and then you fold it again, and you want to make sure that the crease is quite good, like quite sharp, and make sure you fold these lines evenly, because you wouldn't want some big and small sized folds on your little circles. And so yeah, like to get the sharp edges, I ended up using the ruler, just like scraping it back. But if you have really long nails or like pretty good nails, you can just run your finger right by it, and yeah. Alright, so now I'm just gonna cut the excess off, because you don't want some random piece of paper, do you? And then now you just fold it in half and make sure it's nice and firm, and it doesn't have to be exactly even because you can trim it, but you kind of want it as flat as possible. And so now you're gonna have to hot glue those 2 parts right there, and yeah. And the hot glue usually takes like 5 minutes to heat up, so glue that right there at the edge, and you're just gonna press them together. And careful, it's like a really hot glue. We aren't using low temperature glue because I feel like those kind of glue doesn't really hold very well, so just be extra careful with this hot glue gun, because I did burn myself. And if you also like care about your nails a lot, you might want to be extremely careful, because I actually melted my nail polish off on my thumb. And you see how it's coming together, and if there's any misfill gaps, I just stuck some glue, hot glue, and pressed them back together. Alright, so I had 2, and you basically have to make 3 of them to put them all together, but in this video I actually put 5 together, so it'd be much fuller, and the little spaces aren't as wide as this one. And you basically kind of want to put more glue toward the middle, and then have like a little line on the edge, so it holds better at the middle. Oh, I dropped it. And yeah, like I said, if there's any gaps or anything that's falling apart, just make sure you glue it back together, because once it's hanging on your wall, you do not want to touch it. Or you can, but I wouldn't suggest, because it might fall if it's not secured right. So you would not want that happening. Alright, so once you got all 5, like I said, you could do up to 5, but the most you have to make one full circle is at least 3. But this one I used 5 to make it more full, like I said, but yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, and by the way, make sure your glue sticks for your high heat hot glue gun is for high heat, or else there's really no point of having the hot glue gun. And you kind of want to fill in the center so it doesn't fall apart. And you stick it on like that and press together. So at the end, you just kind of push everything together in the center and then just glue one side of the paper and quickly press, or else it's going to harden and it's not going to stick. Alright, on to the next color. Do the exact same thing, and I'm going to fast forward this part so you don't have to like watch it, because this is pretty basic, simple folding. And basically for this dark purple one, it's just going to be a smaller one so that there's like different sizes for these. And what you're going to do is cut it in half and basically do the same thing as you did with the lavender color. After you cut it, you're just going to fold it in half. So this is basically the final products of only 4 of them. I did make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. And so now you're just gonna, how to hang them all together is take some thread, like sewing thread, and a hole puncher. It doesn't matter what size, but I use like a regular standard one. And I use the white thread, and these are, it's like pretty strong, or you can use some ribbon. It doesn't really matter. I just didn't want any of the thread or things showing, so I just picked white. And so you can see that's all the ones I've made, and what you're going to do is arrange them from top to bottom, and in any color order or size order. I did it because I had a really like narrow space, so I did 3 strands of 4, and I just kind of basically didn't want like many colors all together, so I just spaced them out really evenly in some kind of weird pattern. I don't know. I ended up really liking it. And so at the end, you're just gonna line them all up, like I said, and start putting you're gonna start hole punching them. Like this one with the very big one, you're gonna hole punch anywhere you would like, and straight down. You're going to hole punch another hole, and you do this for each and every one of them, even the small ones. And then you're going to pick up your white thread and like string them together. So there's really no particular way you can, or you have to string them, just as long that they're through both holes. And yeah, and I also would like, or also I left a lot of room, maybe like 2 feet or a foot, 2 feet, yeah, a foot, or like to 1.5 foot, left a string so I could tie them. And yeah, here's another demo of the small one. So hole punch them on the top, and then vertically down, I'm gonna hole punch another hole. And there's Hazel. Oh, Hazel. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, she's okay. Yeah, so just string them through the holes, and you can pretty much still arrange them after they're through both of the holes. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Oh, I just couldn't get the thread going. I was really tired. This was like after finals, so I was like, well, I'm still gonna have to make a video for you guys. And it also doesn't matter how far apart or spread apart these circles are. I just had about 1.5 feet left from each circles because I have a really tall wall, but if you want them like exactly right by each other, then that's fine. It's your choice. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward this because it's gonna take a little while. Do do do. And there's Hazel again trying to be in the video. I just took a picture. Alright, so once you have strung all of your circles together, I don't know why I'm calling them, but you're gonna take the hot glue gun and hot glue right by the circle on and the string right like together so they don't slide up and down the string, so you won't end up having all the circles to the bottom. And I held it for 5 seconds. That was the little 5 things, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, there is, again, I just kind of hot glue right on it and let it set and cool. And you kind of want to make sure that each part of like distance from one circle to another has a little bit of tension, because once you hot glue these together on this the string and the paper, you cannot really move them, and you don't really want like some loose string. You want it kind of tight. So what I actually did, I forgot to film it, but on the top, on the very first top side, I actually taped the end of the string to the floor so it wouldn't move and there'd still be tension. Alright, so yeah, I'm just like fast forwarding through this because it's kind of repetitive, and yeah. And this is the loop I used at the very top to hang it or hook it to the little ceiling hook, and it's just a simple knot. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed.